I'm a rolling stone, bound to roam. Come the morning, or I'll be gone.
Hey, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to cover something that's really important, and I hope you guys have already got something set up, but if you don't, just to give you some ideas, this is not exactly a how-to video on what you should do, because I've received medical training, I have some knowledge on it, but I'm not telling you to do anything in this video. This is just to foster some ideas for some items you might want to bring along on the trail or even in your car, wherever you're going. This first aid kit will address, I'd say, everything from severe bleeding down to a hangover. So stand by and we'll get started. Okay, as promised, we're going to go look for a first aid kit over here in the mighty DR650. And here's the tank bag, and it doesn't have to be in the tank bag, it can be wherever you want. This is just handy, it's always on the bike. And here is the first aid kit, and got a stowaway. Yeah, I'll have to do something with him. But anyway, here is the first aid kit. Small, you can compare it with the size of my hand. So it's not real big. And we'll get over here and I'll open it up for you and show you the contents. Okay, first thing when you're going to make a first aid kit or put one together is you need to have a pretty good pouch or some type of container. This pouch is a One Tigress. I think it's the admin pouch. I will put a link in the description because I probably just screwed that up, but it's pretty small. It's durable Cordura. It's handy, and you'll see here in a second the pockets inside. But anyway, you need something that's secure, that you can use, that'll keep everything contained within your first aid pack. This one has mole attachments, so if you put it on your pack or whatever, I mean, that's just an option. But anyway, getting on here, we'll open it up real quick. And something I want you to notice is that when you open it up, other than this right here, and we'll start with this. Actually, we won't start with that. Okay, when you have a first aid kit, how you want to load it is the items that are going to address the biggest problems, you want to put those in last and have them on the top. So that's the first thing you can grab in an emergency that's pretty severe. Makes sense, right? What I have here is a tourniquet, and this is a North American Rescue tourniquet. Again, I'll double check and put the link in the description, but it will basically stop severe bleeding, which is obviously a big deal, especially if you're out on the trail and you're waiting to be evacuated. So I'm not going to show you how to use it, I'm just saying here it is. Think about carrying one of these because they can make a huge difference. You can bleed out pretty easy, especially with maybe a compound fracture that hit an artery or something. There's other alternate methods for tourniquets, but this will work. Next, we have a nasal pharyngeal tube, and that's if you have damage to your jaw or your face and you can't breathe through your mouth. This will be they'll stick this up your nose to make sure you have a clear airway. This sucks when you're doing training, by the way. Okay, of course, in this pouch, let me open it up. We have a few things here. Moving on to this, again, a broken bone, right? This is what's known as a SAM splint. This is a moldable splint. You can mold it in the shape you want to splint a fracture. So it's extremely useful, and it's lightweight and it's small. Okay, this is an old army bandage, but it's basically a compressed bandage. If you have some type of wound, say you ran into something and you punctured yourself, this is a good way to wrap it up and provide pressure on the wound. Two different types of tape, and that can also be used for the splint. Just to give you an idea, the splint needs something to secure it. Moving on, scissors. in case you have to cut somebody's clothing away so that you can get to the wound. Oh, and this too, carry a Sharpie. It's good to have one of these things, but guess what? If you do the tourniquet, you're going to need to write the time on it. And again, this is not medical training for anybody. This is just familiarization so you can figure out what you might want to take. Sterile gloves. Hopefully you're not allergic to latex, because I think these are latex. And, of course, a pack of Band-Aids. All different sizes and shapes. You can also call this a boo-boo kit, as in you get a boo-boo. More Band-Aids, because this is most likely what you're going to use. The common usage, or the common thing you're going to get out of the first aid kit, is a scratch or something like that, or if you are chopping up onions out there, making yourself a killer meal, and all of a sudden you nicked yourself, you need to use this. Vaseline, right? This is the lip therapy stuff, and actually the interesting thing about this is you can actually use this to seal off wounds as far as protection. It doesn't close them, but you can use this to not only start fires, the other video I did, but as per a dermatologist that had treated members of my family, you can put this on there like bacitracin or neosporin. Again, not medical advice, but if you want to carry that type of stuff, do that. This is small, and if you have chapped lips, you can use it on that too. This, again, I talked about addressing the hangover, right? BC's headache powders, powder form. Open it up, drop it on your tongue, drink some water, which you should be anyway, and then that's an aspirin that's really quick acting. And on these tubes right here, these are from, and you guys are all over the place, I don't know if you have dollar stores where you're at, but these are electrolyte powders. You can probably carry more than just two. Again, if you're dehydrated or you're low in your electrolytes, you mix this with about 10 ounces of water and it will help rehydrate. It's kind of like Gatorade, powdered Gatorade, same concept. More Band-Aids, and I think that is just about, nope, there's more in here. Oh, I forgot about these joyful things here. Alcohol wipes. Yeah, it'll work, and yeah, it's gonna suck. It's gonna, but it'll clean what you need to. And nowadays, with everybody sterilizing their hands, you can actually use these to sterilize your hands if you are worried about something. So, looking around, it's not a whole lot of stuff, but it's stuff to treat most problems. And also, help me out too if I miss something. Make a comment or put some comments in the discussion below on what you would recommend adding or what you might want to take out, because again, this is a learning experience for everybody. I have some knowledge, but I don't have all the knowledge, obviously, especially if you've seen my videos. Anyway, that's the kit, and thanks for watching, and we'll see you back on the channel real soon. Cheers.